of you are participating, watching, to get involved and make a positive difference in your community. Together, we can change the world.
Amen.
I'm Andrew Campbell.
I'm Fiona Santon.
And I'm David Kingsley. Happy Global Youth Day!
Happy Global Youth Day.
Congratulations.
Thank you to our hosts from Norwegia for all their amazing stories. And now is the time for an answer that I think that everyone waiting for it. Sam, where is your pyjama?
Well, I just decided, well, it was getting, I'm going to be here for the next 12 hours. And onesies are really, really hot, so I figured I don't want to fall asleep again. So I decided to dress up for all of you out there, respectively.
Yes, but you know, in Norwegian and Nordical countries, a pyjama is a very good thing.
Yes,
especially
probably
because
the best
it's cold.
Thing. Definitely, definitely. I guess we want to thank those in Norway for really helping us to connect out there with all of what you're doing. It's really, really awesome to see everything that you're doing. But we are kind of rushing on and moving on. So the only thing left to say is really that make sure you remember to hashtag Global Youth Day. Please do log on and post pictures and tell us everything about what you're doing.
And don't forget also to give some money to people from Vanuatu.
Yes.
They will really appreciate everything that you can do for them.
In fact, one thing about that, the national government has retweeted Global Youth Day. And it's amazing to think that the national government is recognizing what we're trying to do for them. So please get your wallets out, credit cards out, debit cards, jump online, PayPal, do whatever you can to try and offer your support and your contribution.
And also to transform this Global Youth Day in an amazing occasion that will remain in the history of Global Youth Day.
Definitely. Compare the results on the GYD app and you will see that we've almost tripled in number in comparison to last year. We'll give you some stats a bit later. From now, we're off to Holland, where 75% of the world's flower bulb production comes from the Netherlands. And so we're asking you to be inspired, and we hand over to our host in Holland, Tom and Christy.
Welcome to the Netherlands.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Crystal. Happy Sabbath.
Well, actually, sadly, it's no longer Sabbath here because the sun has already set. But maybe where you are watching, it still is Sabbath and the Sabbath is still going strong.
We are really excited you are watching us from all around the world.
We're here in the headquarters of the Dutch Church, and you can see the building here behind me. As you can see, it's quite a beautiful historic building. And to my left, you can actually see the date it was built, 1688, making it older than the United States. And here we are in the old world, transmitting around the world.
We would like to introduce you to our Dutch church. We have 6,000 members, 56 churches and 18 church plants.
And those church plants are very important for us because we are an active church, planting churches, going out, evangelizing, outreach, and the church in Holland is growing steadily.
Today we will be taking you around the Trans-European Division and some other Dutch-speaking countries worldwide. Our first church today is Alivio.
Alivio is a great church because it was a church plant and they've become a church and they have a wonderful youth group, and they went out and they're cleaning the balconies for the elderly, they're feeding the homeless, and they had wonderful tables. Here, let's check it out.
We are now in the Netherlands and we are at the residential care center Pieter van Voorhees in Delft, and we just came to clean the balconies for the people here. We hope to make it a beautiful day for all the people who live here. We're here at the homeless shelter in Delft, and we're about to cook some meals for the homeless people here, and we really hope they like it.
This is our third year participating in the Global Youth Day. Today we're gonna serve a meal for between 50 to 70 people. As you can see now, we have our cook and all our volunteers preparing the meal. We are very thankful for them and also for all the donations we receive from the members of our church. So this could become possible. As you can see, the meal is finished, and we hope the people will enjoy this meal, and we hope that next year we will also have the opportunity to do this once again.
Well, it was great to see how the youth have done this for the third year in a row, go out and meet the community.
Did you see the food they had?
I know, I look so good, I'm so hungry.
Oh, it looked really nice. We would like to introduce you to the Netherlands. So we have a couple of videos with Dutch facts. We want you to know the weird and wonderful Dutch.
And as we say in Holland, if it ain't Dutch, it ain't much.
Let's go to Dutch fact number 1.
There are more than 13 million bicycles in the Netherlands. The average Dutch person cycles 2.5 kilometers per day and 900 kilometers per year. Bicycles are so popular that they've become part of everyday language. Wat heb ik nou aan mijn fiets hangen literally means what's hanging on my bicycle, but figuratively means what's going on or what's happening. Op die fiets, literally on that bicycle, means oh, that's what you mean.
Oh, hi, we were just on our daily 2.5 kilometer cycle.
We'll see you after the video from Albania.
Let's go, Crystal. Oh, yes, we need to talk. This is what happened in Albania, and it's really great. They went to 4 places, 4 churches: Elbasan, Pogradec, Tirana East, and Korka. And there they organized food for the poor. They had entertainment for the people in need, especially children. And maybe you could say what they did with the elderly.
They entertained the elderly in old age homes and in the park. So they just took time to have quality time with the elderly.
And it's great to see these videos here, these pictures here of Albania. It's amazing that throughout Europe, Albania is a very little small country down by the Mediterranean. Not many Adventists, but they are very, very active, very good at going out there and taking part in such a wonderful global event such as GYD.
Yes, Rotterdam has a green thumb.
It does?
It does.
Why?
Because Rotterdam was going around planting flowers, going door to door, and giving out plants to people feeling under the weather.
So they basically announced spring, because spring is starting here now,
yes,
finally.
They did.
And they cleaned gardens, I understand.
Yeah, and you can see people knocking on doors and talking to people in the video.
Excellent. Well, we have a video of it here to show you, and let's check it out.
En dan pakken we een andere kleur en zetten we het in deze. Goed idee. Ja, leuk. Today we are going with a group of young people, members of our church. We are going in the neighborhood of Rotterdam, handing out
some plans with people to give people who are ill, sad, or can't pay it, or for other reasons. So in spring they will see all flowers growing in the garden, and it will make them happy and to see, and they think that young people give that to them.
Kijk tot waar dit wordt. Oh, dus blijkbaar. Je mag wel praten, maar niet.
Hallo. Oh, leuk, dankjewel. 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 We are cleaning this garden from all dust and plants that don't belong here, and so our next step is to put on these nice flowers in this garden, and the woman will like it very much.
Great job, Rotterdam. It looked really nice. And the flowers, the Dutch are known for having flowers, a lot of flowers.
I know we're world famous for tulips, but many other flowers as well.
And they were really nice to see.
And I don't know if you saw, but those shirts that they're wearing, they're orange jerseys, and on the back they said the Week of Hope. It's very special because we are bringing hope to the whole of the world on this special day.
Amen.
We're now going to move on to Poland.
In Poland, they went with a group of 20 youth, and they went to a mall in a central station, and they baked cupcakes and wrote down really nice encouragements for people to pass on to them at the station.
Yeah, apparently they went to a place called Gdansk. I'm sure I don't pronounce that correctly, but I think that's roundabout what it is. And it's really great to see these young people, led by one of my colleagues, Marek, in Poland, who also arranged this video for us. And during this video, there is actually no speaking, because it's only a video with some music. And as we listen to the video, I challenge you to listen to the words, because the words are about that we surrender all to the Lord. And that is a very special message, I think, for this Sabbath day.
Amen. Let's go to Poland.
Okay.
Here I am, surrendered, longing for you in this place. All I am is ended, calling love, have your way. For you I wait, for you my love.
And as this video continues, you may see that I've got my phone out, and so does Crystal, because I want to talk to you about the digital age. Because today, Global Youth Day is not just going out and witnessing and impacting our community, and it's not just this live broadcast that we're taking part in, but it's also a global event on social media. You may not know this, but there is a Global Youth Day app for iPhone and also for Android. It is open here, and you can see I'm opened up to a part of Americas, I think. I can't see very well. And you can see all those huge numbers, 200 plus, 100 plus. Those are people who shared events that they are doing in their local community. If you don't have an iPhone or you don't have access to an iPhone, there's also something called Twitter. You may have heard of it. And if you go to Twitter, and Crystal needs to turn around to do that for you, if you go to Twitter, you can use the hashtag Global Youth Day or hashtag GYD or even hashtag GYD15 and tweet something that you're doing. Maybe it's a video, maybe it's a picture, maybe it's just a story, a very short story because it's Twitter. Go out, share these things, look for them, and experience the global event.
Yeah, actually, if you look on the app, you can see photos popping up of people. So you can share your photo that you make during an event and share it on the app so everyone worldwide can see it.
And take part in this global event.
Exactly.
That is the Youth Day.
Exactly.
Thinking of, maybe, should we do that?
Should we?
Are we cool enough?
We can do that.
Let's go for it.
Okay.
We'll take a selfie and put it up on the app.
Say cheese.
Cheese!
Only about 1% of the Dutch are lactose intolerant, and thank goodness. The average Dutch person eats 14 kilos of cheese each year. That's 30 pounds to the Americans out there. With local choices like Gouda, Edam, and Limburger, plus all the delicious options from Belgium and France, it's no wonder the Dutch go a bit crazy for cheese. If you're having trouble deciding, the Dutch also make an indecision cheese from a combo of cow's milk, goat's milk, and sheep's milk.
Crystal, do you even like cheese? You do, you do. What did you think about that video about cheese? Have you ever heard of this indecision cheese? Have you ever had it? Why aren't you talking back? Ah, you're trying to get those 14 kilos of cheese in tonight. Yes, start early. Well, speaking of cheese, actually, I'm feeling kind of hungry now. It's getting supper time. I'll have a bite, but first let's go to Hungary and see what the youth are doing there. Give it, give it, give it.
Ez azt jelenti, hogy mikor megérkeznek, akkor nem a gyülekezetbe érkeznek, hanem innét elmenekülnek. I'm afraid I have nobody now in the church, and I have to go and find them. Let's go. Be the servant. What kind of sermons are you?
We are heroes. And we believe that we are called to change the world.
Annika, what kind of sermon are you?
I'm trying to share God's love and happiness to little children.
Lilla, János, what kind of sermons are you?
We try to be the sermon of Jesus.
Anna, Sandy, Dorka, what?
All right, young people from around the world, July 2013, when I stood up in Pretoria and made the announcement that we were going to Europe for 2018, there was a roar of approval in the hall. Today, I'm standing right at the place where we're coming in 2018. I am in Stuttgart, Germany, at the Stuttgart Fair Center. It's an awesome...
We want to continue with Dutch Fact.
Dutch are the tallest people in the world, but don't tell that to the Swedes, who think they have us beat. Either way, it's good Dutch homes have high ceilings. The average Dutch man measures in at 184 centimeters, or 6 feet, and Dutch women are 170 centimeters on average, or 5'7". Oddly enough, people in the south are generally 2 centimeters shorter than their northern neighbors.
Well, that's really strange. I never really thought of us as tall. Did you, Crystal?
No, me either. But speaking of tall people, we have more Dutch videos. Let's go see Alphen.
Dus we zijn nu bij de ambulance. En dan gaat het door.
Heel koud.
Een heel...
Komt het eigenlijk?
Hoop.
Nou, dat is echt niet. Hoop Channel of zo.
Ja. Ja. Jij was dat.
Well, that was really awesome. Crystal, I don't know if you know that, but I preached in that church 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay, tell us about it.
Well, it's really cool because it's actually a church plant. It's not a church yet, and there's about, I don't know, about 40 people there on Sabbath. And, you know, as the youth director of Holland, I thought, well, I better speak about global youth. And they're like, yeah, no, we know all about that.
Okay.
And I said, okay, so what is your youth doing? And I said, well, actually, it's not our youth. We're doing something. And I said, what do you mean? I said, well, from the very youngest to the very oldest, we're all going out and we're all going to minister together.
So even the elderly went out and did something today?
Yeah, there was no church service.
Oh,
Their
wow.
sermon for the entire church was
Okay.
out on the streets.
Great.
Everyone took part. Everyone made a difference.
In the community, making
Yes.
a difference. Wow, awesome.
Excellent. And maybe we can talk about the app again.
Yes,
Because
let's do
that's
that.
very, very exciting. Let's just get a bit of different from the world. I'll hold it up for you again. Here's the app. You can get it. It's Global Youth Day. It's for iOS and Android. And we really, really like it if the youth can take part. Put these pictures up here. You see that there's almost 300 in Western Europe where we are now. And if you don't have the app, you can't take part in the app. Once again, on Twitter, hashtag Global Youth Day, hashtag GYD, or even hashtag GYD15. Should we have another Dutch fact?
Let's go have another Dutch fact.
Let's have some Dutch.
If you're born in the Netherlands today, you've got a lot of life to look forward to. The average life expectancy for new Dutch babies is good, 83 for the girls and 79 for boys. If you're part of the lucky 10% of the population to reach 100, the mayor will come to your house for a special birthday visit. Don't forget to offer him some cheese and coffee.
The next thing we'd like to talk to you about is actually a couple of weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we had the Youth Congress here in Holland, and I have a video to show for you. And while it's running, I'd like to tell you a bit about it, because we had a youth conference with 450 youth came. And what we said is, after the church service in the morning, we were all going to go out and we're all going to take part in the impact. Because the Dutch believe that Global Youth Day should not be a day, but be a lifestyle. Every day, every week, every month should be Global Youth Day. And here you can see the youngsters, they're actually writing letters for Amnesty International. So these letters went to prison inmates who live in terrible, terrible conditions throughout the world. And we actually even got the pastors to write the envelopes and stick on the stamps to send them out.
Yes, you can see the youth giving out flowers to the people on the street, because it was actual International Women's Day. So they gave flowers to the women and told them they were beautiful and very special. Here's the youth still giving out flowers. What the youth also did, they went to an old age home and they organized a high tea for the elderly people living there. And it was just quality time, spending quality time with the elderly and talking with them and learning from them.
And another thing which you'll see in a bit is that they did the exact same thing at a fire station. So they went to visit the firemen there, and just to thank them for how they help our community, the service that they do, that they risk their lives for our safety. We organized a kind of a thank you tea for them. And as you'll see, the firemen in a few moments, they're very excited about this. they're very surprised to have such a wonderful thank you from such young people.
We also did a British project, the Sabbath Sofa, where we challenge people that are walking outside on the streets to take a seat and talk and yeah, just converse with each other on the sofa.
And what is that?
In Dutch we have this saying that is to lose your egg, and that means losing your troubles. And that's what we ask people to do, to write their troubles and the things that really hurt them down on an egg and leave them with us and just continue their way in a positive way.
Okay, and did I just see a guy in a chicken suit?
You saw a guy in a chicken suit.
What's the story with the guy in the chicken suit? How did you get him in the chicken suit?
He really liked it. He's even skateboarding in the chicken suit. So that was really nice.
And that really must have pulled in a crowd with such a crazy thing going on.
It did. We had a couple of groups that had to make a video to share online and to impact their family and friends. And this is one of the groups that is singing and yeah, making a video about that.
And what were these videos about? Maybe did they have some topics or things?
Yeah, they had a couple of topics they could make a video about, and it was faith and love. And this is the video from a group from Love. So
okay, yes, with all the hearts I can see.
With all the hearts, yeah.
Yes. Well, and that was our youth congress, what they did there. So it wasn't on Global Youth Day, but it was like Global Youth Day. And once again, that really fits into our Dutch vision that we really need to go out and impact the community. We need to be the people who go and help the world.
Exactly.
I don't know. What should we do now? Maybe some counting?
Maybe.
Can you count?
I can count.
Can you count in Dutch?
I can count in Dutch too.
Let's go for it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Video number 5.
Let's do this.
2 minuten voor.
States.
After the Scandinavians, the Dutch are the world's biggest coffee drinkers. It's more popular than any other drink. In fact, rather than asking you to go out for drinks, the Dutch will often invite you for a cup of coffee. Tea is also acceptable. Each person consumes about 8.5 kilos or 19 pounds of coffee a year. That's about 3 cups a day. The Dutch were the first to import coffee to Europe back in the 1600s, and they were also the first to add coffee to the fair trade movement in 1988.
Tom, is that coffee you're drinking?
No, sister, it's herbal tea.
It's herbal
of course
tea.
not.
I really love herbal tea. I love
I love it so much as
well. I love rooibos and zoethout. I love a lot of tea.
Really? Then you're really living in the wrong country, because you should be in the UK.
Yeah, the UK. They have a lot of tea, huh?
They do.
Maybe we should look at the UK.
Do we have anything from the UK?
We have something from the UK. We're going to start with a video from Scotland.
And what did they do there in Scotland?
In Scotland, they prepared food for quarries with help, and this organization helps with young people and who are homeless to get them back on their feet.
Oh, excellent. Well, let's go check that out and see what they did there in Scotland.
Let's watch it.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is our Global Youth Day, and I'm reporting from Scotland, from Glasgow. And I would like to introduce you to the Glasgow Seventh-day Adventist Youth. Who are we?
We are the Seven!
Who are we?
We are the Seven!
Thank you very much. That's right. This is the food that we are going to be taking through to Quarriers, and I'll get the youth to obviously pick the food, and then we can start going. Pleased to meet you, Sam, and this is Sam from Quarriers. We've delivered the food which the youth have prepared. And Sam, if you'd like to explain to us what Quarriers do, just for the benefit of everyone.
Yeah, of course. Basically, the Quarriers help support young homeless people. So what we do is ideally we're a stopgap to help young homeless people find their feet and then move on to further accommodation.
I think that was it. It was a bit of a hard stop, but we lost the connection apparently. But so this was Scotland, where they're apparently going out and helping this organization that helps young homeless people, and that is a wonderful thing to do, because global youth and helping the youth, that really makes sense.
Yes, it does.
What else do we have from the UK?
We have a video from a place called Stanborough, and the youth and school, they teamed up and they served hot chocolate and sweets. They made like little cards with encouragements and quotes to share happiness with people around them. So that's really nice.
Excellent. Well, let's check it out, and I understand there are also some interviews with the youth members themselves.
My name is Antonia. I'm a student missionary at Stamford Park Church, and today we went with a few youth of the church and of the school to Garston Parade for Global Youth Day.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and today I went with the Stanborough youth to our local parade of shops to give out cards with quotes of happiness and inspiration, and give out hot chocolate and sweets. And for me, it was a really good experience just to see a smile on people's faces as they were shocked that we were doing this and not asking for anything else in return. So I'd always encourage people to do small acts of kindness to help others, because it always makes you feel that much better.
Hi, I'm Rochelle, and I came with the Stanborough Park youth to Garston Parade in Watford, and we were just giving out little cards with inspirational words, you know, keep smiling, Jesus loves you, and we were giving out sweets and hot chocolates, and it was just really nice to serve. It was really nice to see the looks on their faces, and some of them were like, you know, thank you so much for that, really appreciate that, and it was just heartwarming to be able to serve our local community. Some people, you know, didn't want anything, they were fine, and that's okay, but for those who were able to gain something from it, it was really a blessing, and I was really blessed from it as well. So this is what it's all about, really serving our community, doing, acting, being about our Father's work, so it was good.
Okay, so today I decided to be the sermon instead of listening to a sermon, and went out to help bring happiness into the community. Hope you do the same.
Well, he decided to be the sermon rather than listening to the sermon, and that is what Global Youth Day is really about, and the trend that we want to start throughout the world, not only today, but for the rest of the year and for the rest of our lives. And I was talking about the app earlier, and while we were watching that video, I actually pulled up a picture straight from Stanborough Park. Here you can see the youth getting ready before they started. And you see these stories, and we only can show very few stories, but there are hundreds and thousands of stories that you can read on the app. It's also a website if you don't have an iPhone. I forgot to mention that. It's globalyouthday.org. You can go there, and everything you see on the app, you can see on the website. And you can also tweet. We spoke about that before.
Should we show them the
GYD.
hashtag again?
Yes, why don't you turn around and show them your jersey. Hashtag Global Youth Day. Go out there, tweet, share it. Let's make this a world-changing event that all the youth in the world can take part in.
Exactly. We have a video from Wycombe, and Tom, can I get a hug?
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
I'll give you one,
great.
yes.
Thank you, thank you. Wycombe went out and they showed people acts of kindness. So we're gonna take a look at them giving hugs, free hugs to people, water and balloons for kids. So let's see the video.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Louis Williams. We're reporting here in High Wycombe Town Centre. We're here with both Mickerfield and Wycombe Community Churches, and we're just showing acts of kindness today in many different ways. As you can see, we're giving out hugs, we're giving out water, we're giving out balloons to the little children. So we're trying to put smiles on the faces of people in High Wycombe, and hopefully the churches can make a big impact in this little town.
Welcome to High Wycombe, where we're giving out free water, balloons and hugs to anyone who wants it.
And we're out here in the lovely High Wycombe Town Centre today, giving out free water, free balloons, free hugs.
I didn't do pen.
Go.
a good day, yeah? See you again.
So that's it from me in High Wycombe. Back to you.
Well, that was amazing to see.
Really nice.
And we just gave each other a hug, but why don't you do that at home? The person sitting next to you, stand up, give them a hug, show them some love, show them some kindness.
Be the
show
sermon.
them be the sermon.
Yeah.
Where to next, Crystal?
We're going to Newbold.
What's Newbold?
Newbold is a university in England, Bracknell Greenfield. Let's see the video.
Okay.
7:30 in the morning. We're in Bracknell Charles Square and we're outside McDonald's in Bracknell. And for Global Youth Day 2015, the Newbold Project, we have a wonderful donation from these awesome people here from McDonald's. And we have Dean, the manager for the Bracknell store.
I've just donated a box of fruit bags and probably about 200 balloons for you guys to give away during the day.
Hi there, morning. Yeah, we're giving away 100 fruit bags today as well, so hopefully today's event goes very well for you.
Just want to say that we're just so grateful for the community that have done so much for us, and they're going to do so much for us this morning and this afternoon throughout the day. So McDonald's, thank you very much, and I know we're going to have a great day. Thank you for partnering with us.
Hi, I'm delighted that Newbold College of Higher Education staff and students have been involved in Global Youth Day last year as well as this year. But don't forget that our staff and students are involved regularly in impacting on the local community through what we call Impact Day. And here are just a few examples of the ways in which we help.
We're here painting a fence at Ravenswood, and I think it's good to go out to the community and do some practical work that can benefit the people that live in the surrounding area of Newbold.
I think volunteer work is a win-win situation. You make other people happy by helping them, and also you're enjoying your time. At least I am, since I enjoy painting.
As you can see right now, it's just after 10 o'clock in the morning. Newbold campus is extremely quiet. There's nobody in Sabbath school in the youth class because our youth are already out engaged in the community doing Global Youth Day acts of kindness. Stay tuned because you'll see more on the live stream a bit later of all of the activities that we were involved with.
Global Youth Day 2015, we're ready to clean some Bracknell!
Studied at Newbold College.
Did you?
I even took part in some of those impact days when they first started, about 8 or 9 years ago.
Okay, nice. Because they have like impact days, more days, like not only on Global Youth Day.
Yeah, it's a regular event that they do, and they go out and do impact for the neighborhoods.
Okay, great. Wow, nice to see.
Yeah, so I don't know, after all this Britishness, I feel kind of the need to recharge my inner Dutchman.
We can do that. We have a video from Huis ter Heide.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, so maybe we can recharge our Dutchness.
Do you know
with
what
that.
they did?
I know they baked a lot of cookies.
How many cookies?
300 cookies.
300
cookies, yes. They
And-
spent the whole night baking cookies.
And what did they do with the cookies? Eat them?
No, they gave them to people all around. So
They were at the station, I
they
think,
were
right?
they were at the station
Handing out the cookies to the people there.
and singing. So I'm really excited to see their video.
And was that the whole
yeah.
day, or did they have more planned?
They did that in the morning, and in the afternoon they went to an elderly home and they did Dutch games. We have like Dutch games, so they played that.
Oh, so it was really a long day.
It was
that
a
they
really
did.
long day. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, let's check out the video from Huis ter Heide.
Let's do that.
The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again.
Happy Sabbath. My name is Bente and I'm proud member of the SDA youth group from Huis ter Heide. Today, for Global Youth Day, I'm at Utrecht Central Station, the busiest train station of Holland.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name.
It's a really cold and rainy day, and some trains are even delayed. So to brighten up someone's day, we decided to bring the people music and surprise them with our homemade cookies. Come with us and take a look.
Your name is great and your heart is kind. For all your goodness, I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Oh yeah, bless the Lord, oh my soul.
I hope you have a lovely Global Youth Day. We are now going to the SDA Elderly Home across our church to play some typical Dutch games like Pool on the Tail and Bible Bingo. Thank you for joining us. Greetings and happy Sabbath from Youth Group Huisterheide.
That was a really nice video.
Do you know that I actually used to pastor that church?
Yeah, I know. You were my pastor.
Really?
Yeah, you were.
Did you sit at the back or something?
Yeah, I did.
Ah, that probably explains it.
Yeah.
Well, after that very embarrassing memory lapse on my half, maybe we should refresh our memory about the Dutch culture.
Let's go watch a Dutch fact.
Our flag may be red, white, and blue, but we also love us some orange. Why? Originally, because orange was the color of the Dutch royal family, which hails from the House of Orange. Orange is also our nickname for the Dutch national football team. And during major sporting events or national holidays, you might see examples of orange fever, where Dutch people deck themselves and their cities out in bright, flaming orange.
Go!
Oh, Tom, we forgot about the program.
Oh, we're still online?
We're still online.
Oh, I was so distracted with that football match, I totally forgot.
What are we doing now?
I have no idea, but let's go there.
Let's do that.
Let's go.
Hi, we're here in Nijmegen in the Netherlands, and the vrijwilligers, the volunteers, are busy making some exercise equipment for people here who can't really go outside to exercise, so they can go here in the forest and walk around and exercise. Busy with hammers for this sort of fun. Okay, that's it from here, and I'm making see you later. Bye. Here we have our youth member Emily. Say hi, Emily.
Hi.
And the rest of the crew, we're all here working hard, preparing a path for the young people who live here. People who live here have light mental disabilities. And they live here in a protected living environment where they get treatment and they get help from social workers. So we're here helping to make sure that they can also be active outside.
Well, that was amazing to see, because this is, I don't know if that was clear, but this is actually a closed gate community for people with slight mental disabilities. And the youth here in Nijmegen, in Holland, went out and helped make the place where they live and the place where they play and the place where they exercise more fun and more enjoyable.
Yeah, because some of the people cannot afford a gym. So now they have a place where they can go outside and use that to walk and exercise. So that's really nice.
It's really great. And speaking
Really great.
of sports, do the Dutch like sports?
Oh, the Dutch like sports a lot. Yeah, they do.
I think we have a video about it. Let's check it out.
Hup Hollands Hup. Sports are hugely popular in the Netherlands. About 4.5 million Dutch are registered at a sports club, a quarter of the population. The top 3 sports are football, hockey, and volleyball, but we do a little bit of everything. At last year's Winter Olympics, the Dutch took home 24 medals in speed skating. We've also invented our own strange sports, like paalzitten, or pole sitting, korfbal, sort of like basketball, and vieljappen, which involves vaulting over ditches with long sticks.
Do you actually even like this sporty stuff the Dutch like, Crystal?
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
I'm kind of more of a lazy person. I'd rather just sit down, have a nice drink, and talk to some people.
Okay.
Like I think the youth in Hilversum did that, didn't they?
Yeah, they chilled with the elderly.
Chilling with the elderly, that's
Yeah.
more my style. Let's look at that.
We have just to finish to help the people to eat in the evening. We are here with the people and they are just finished. I am Zonia Dua. I am the leadership for Hilversum in the Netherlands. And for the young people, it's an experience to help the old people. The people living here in this home. And they are just so grateful that young people come with him and helped. Thank you for the support.
Well, that's great to see how these youngsters are going out, hanging out with the elderly, cooking for them so they can have a nice meal and some company. Because what is really a fact of life, I think, is that elderly are very, very lonesome when they're living in homes. We're very honored, though, to speak of something totally different, to have our TED, our Trans-European Division Youth Director here, Paul Tompkins. And I think I actually saw your face on the screen earlier, didn't I?
Yes, Tom, you did. Crystal, it's great to see you. I was out with the Husterheide group and we were out there in Utrecht Central Station. And that's the third year I've been able to do this. I was with the Finnish group 2 years ago, last year in Oslo, and this year here with the Dutch. It's been really good.
Excellent. And you went to Utrecht. Was that a familiar place, maybe?
Utrecht is very familiar because 20 years ago, 1995, there was the General Conference session here in Holland, and it was held in Utrecht, and it was the Jaarbeurs Centre, which is right next door to the Central Station, or very close to the Central Station. So my memory went back for when we were doing an impact on the streets and doing many things like we do with Global Youth Day.
Oh, excellent. So we're continuing a decennia-long tradition, actually.
Absolutely. Excellent. And it will continue and go forward as well.
Nice. Paul, we've been seeing you a lot in the Netherlands lately for Badvinders. And what do you like most about the Netherlands?
Well, the Netherlands is a fun country. It's good to be. The people are very enjoyable to be with. They're very sociable people. But you know, I learnt something new today. I went into that Utrecht station and there was a piano and we saw it. And it had on the side a share your talent. Okay. And we don't have this in Britain, but people could just go and play and sing, and people would come and stop and watch. And it was very social. Okay, and people would say, hey, you're Christian. And you had the opportunity to say, yes, sure, we're Christian. And we're Seventh-day Adventists, and this is Global Youth Day.
Oh, so that our youth actually played on that communal
They
piano.
played on the piano. Others came and joined in. You saw some of the guys who were there with them. Another guy came with a boombox and started playing alongside. Nice. And people stopped and listened. And they knew this was Christian music they were listening to.
So it was really visible amongst these hundreds of travellers.
Absolutely. And the cookies were being given out at the time. And I didn't even eat a cookie.
You did not?
And was it good?
No, I didn't eat it. I didn't eat it, but they looked good.
They were all for the others and none for
Absolutely.
yourself. Oh, that's very good. And looking at what you've seen so far, is there one that sticks out in your mind?
No, they're all so good. But, you know, there were others that we couldn't even show because we couldn't get the videos in. I know in Greece they've been out. I know in Serbia they've been out. In the Adriatic they've been out all over. We've just shown you a slice of what's been happening in the Trans-European Division. And I'm absolutely proud of our young people, not just here in the TED, but worldwide. Because what a day, what a showcase of what Seventh-day Adventist youth are all about.
Yeah, we're really showing that we as a church stand for a world that is different we live in a new kingdom, and we ambassadors of that kingdom.
Absolutely, and that's the way that I think Christ would have it. You go out and you impact the community. You get alongside, it's Christ's method, to get alongside people, to meet their needs, show compassion, then bid them follow me. And Global Youth Day doesn't just happen one day. It goes on, and as we've seen in the videos, it's been happening before, it will happen on afterwards. And, you know, that is a genius. If it inspires young people for a life of service in the community, we've done something valuable.
Excellent.
Great.
Well, Paul, thank you so much for joining us here in this small studio with us. Thank you for guiding us and guiding the Global Youth Day here in this part of the world. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
I will indeed. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you,
Excellent.
guys.
Thank you. So that was Paul Tompkins, the Division Youth Director. It was a great honor having him here. And now we can move on to more videos from around the world. And in fact, now we're moving on to The Hague, the capital of Holland, our biggest church. And they have a video of what they did.
Yes. Did you know that while we are having Global Youth Day, the Netherlands is doing Nederland Doet?
I did, but no one else.
No one else knows. I'll just tell you something about it. Nederland Doet means Netherlands does. And it's really funny because all of the Netherlands have organizations that are doing something for people all around. So we're not the only ones doing something for the community, but there are a lot of organizations. And Den Haag teamed up with Netherlands Does, and you're going to see the video, what they did.
Oh, well, excellent. Here we go then.
Let's do that.
So, happy Sabbath everybody. This is our Global Youth Day and NL Doet project. We're here today at the Community Service Center in The Hague, and we're going to have a lot of fun with the elderly. We're going to play games and have a nice high tea. These are also people that are helping, and this is of course our youth group of The Hague. Everybody say hi!
Well, as you saw, this was the video of their preparations, and they introduced the idea. And sadly, because it's hard to get everything here on time, we didn't actually get the video of them going out and ministering to the elderly. We only have the preparation. But what I've actually spoken to one of them on the phone, and they had a great time, and they really made a difference. And we actually have another video about The Hague, but before that, we do that, just one last time, I want to talk to you about the app and Twitter. If you haven't checked out the app, please do. It's on iOS, it's on Android, it's on the website globalyouthday.org, one long word with .org. And you can see videos and pictures from throughout the whole world. Not only these ones that have been on the screens, but anyone can share, and it's really great. You can look, but you also can take part. You can put up a video, you can put up a picture, and if you can't do that, you can tweet. Hashtag Global Youth Day, hashtag GYD, hashtag GYD15, and you'll see lots of videos. And you might even see Crystal and mine up there, because we did tag it with the right tags. So now we go back to The Hague, and the story about The Hague is it's actually Christmas.
Yes, they have a video about Christmas, like doing impact at Christmas time, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's a very funny story, actually. Because,
okay, tell us about it.
It's the youth traditionally gets a certain amount of money from the board to do something nice with Christmas, to go out and have a communal event. And this year they said, rather than spending it on ourselves, we want to spend it on the less fortunate.
Oh, so they used the money to go out in the community?
Yes, and they organized a Christmas banquet for people who were less fortunate.
Okay, that's
and it's
nice.
really pretty because once again it shows us Global Youth Day is not a day, it's a year-long event.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's check out this Christmas video.
My name is Dino Cidier, and this is the youth group of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in The Hague, Netherlands. Usually we get a budget from our church to do something nice during the holiday seasons and Christmas. But this year we decided to go on the street, invite random people we came across in the community, and invite them for a community dinner. I hope you enjoyed this movie we made of the community dinner.
Ik moet het dicht kunnen doen. Jongens, kom je filmen nu uit de...
Ja, je doet alsof in Afrika hier is, ja.
Oh, je filmt het.
Benny.
Wanneer de kip gaan we maken dus?
Wanneer de kip. Dat is de kip en de kabeljauwfilet.
Okay.
We hebben het licht gevonden! Goed gedaan.
Mooi hè? Oké, dan. Oh. Dit is... Never. Deze kant op. Hey, dit is een behoorlijk stuk. Zo. Ja man. Echt behoorlijk stuk kip. Motherfucking chicken. Hij is zwaar ook hè.
Once again, Kirsten, you can see The Hague is really good at filming preparations, but not so great at filming the rest of the show.
No, but the food looked okay, what they were making, so I hope they had like a really good time.
What I heard is that it was a really great event, and
Great.
that there was lots of people coming in from the street.
Great.
So we're actually, and this is very sad news, because we're going to try to really go global and connect with a country very closely associated with the Dutch Caribbean, to the island of Curaçao, and that's a very special place for Crystal.
Yes. So I want to welcome everyone, but I will do that in my language. Dus bom menino naturino que tô aqui no nos foi Aruba, Bonaire of Curaçao, nos espera que vos nang awaki programa inter dia. Pero nos sa que vos atra hopidur, nos tem que vos atra hopidur, nos espera que vos ang agosa dia aqui.
And after this greeting, which I understood not a word of, we should have a greeting from the people in Curaçao back for you, Crystal.
Okay.
So with a bit of luck, we will have that.
De groeten vanuit Community Center, Emma.
And I understood that because that was Dutch.
That
They
was
were
Dutch.
saying, we send you the greetings from the Community Center in Emma Stad, which
Yes,
is Emma
really
Town.
nice.
And Crystal, just a quick, how was it growing up in Curaçao?
Oh, it was really nice. Did you know that it's summer there all year long?
Really?
Yes, it is.
You know, it's winter here all year round.
Yeah, I know. You know.
Why did you come here?
Because I really like the Dutch.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
oh, you do.
yeah.
And how did you learn to speak Dutch so well?
Papiamento, that's the language I was talking in right then. But it's not the only language. Dutch is our native language too, so that's why I touched Dutch.
You realize that's very Dutch, right? To
It's
speak
really
a lot
Dutch.
of languages. I
Yes.
think we have a clip about that
Yes,
as well.
we do. Let's watch the next Dutch fact.
The Dutch love learning new languages. Aside from our own, 70% of us speak solid English, 60% speak German, and 20% speak French. And let's not forget that many high school students also learn classical Greek and Latin. Although sometimes we get into trouble by assuming we're more fluent than we are, most times we get by just fine. And when it goes wrong, we're the first to laugh about it.
That video really broke my clog.
Don't let me laugh.
I'm being serious. This was totally different cook to the previous one.
Short and fast, but I was laughing because your English was not hitting anything.
It wasn't hitting anything. What are you talking about? That's sometimes how the Dutch speak.
Yeah, talking about hitting things, let's hit the next location.
Well, actually, sadly, this was the last video we're going to show. In just a few minutes, we'll be going back to the Stimme der Hoffnung, back to Germany, and we'll be going to the next country in the list. And we just want to thank you for coming here, for watching the show, for taking part. And if it's still morning, go out and do something. Be the sermon. This video will be online forever. Go out there and try to help your people. And now, back to Germany.
Yes.
Tom, Christy, You guys are heroes. Thanks so much for hosting that wonderful, wonderful, that wonderful exposition of everything that happened in Holland. We're really grateful for that. I was really inspired. I really enjoyed everything that they did, and they shared. One particular thing I loved how they all went to Poland and they made cupcakes to give out into the community. I thought it was quite ingenious and pretty calming, to be honest. I enjoyed it very much.
I think that you really enjoyed also to taste a cupcake from Poland, but this time, no. What I really like at them is the fact that Global Youth Day is a kind of lifestyle. This is the expression that they used.
Yeah.
Because Global Youth Day is not only today, not only those 24 hours, but that could be every day, and you could every day doing something nice and beautiful for the others.
That's a good point, Christina. I think we should remember that this isn't just a one-time affair. We hope that you're inspired out there to make this a point that you can impact your community any day of every week. This is something that we are doing as Global Youth Day to inspire you to remember that you can go out there and be part of this community and spread the gospel in unique and creative ways.
And don't forget that it's not only one way in which you can do Global Youth Day, but there are so many ways. You see, they are cleaning forests, they are making cupcakes, they are playing with old people. There are a lot of things in which you can do something significant for others.
And it doesn't have to be actions. As we saw from Holland, we saw that they just said thank you to people. They went up to the fire station, they were writing to people, and they just spent time to say thank you for people who gave so much to the community.
And because we speak about words that you can use, don't forget to put your words on
social media.
Yes,
on Facebook, on anything that can try and get to us. Remember the hashtag Global Youth Day. Log on, post pictures, but we would encourage you really to go into the app. Go straight into the app, contribute into the app. Tell us what you're doing. Tell us where you are. We want to be engaged in the stories that you are collecting.
And if you regret that you didn't make too much things for Global Youth Day this year, you can still make one thing. That means helping the people from Vanuatu.
That's right. We want to encourage you. Jump online, donate. This is a great cause, and we want to impact Vanuatu in the best way possible.
I think you are very excited about the next location, am I right?
Semi-excited. Okay, all right, I'm very excited. We are going to be travelling to one of the greatest places on earth, London. Well, just a little bit outside of London, a place where I studied, to Newbold College. And so, we're going to hand it over all the way to them as they communicate about what's going on in the Middle Eastern and North African division. Who are we handing over to? Do you know?
We will meet with Greg and Sophia.
Brilliant. Okay, so we're asking you to stay fully engaged, stay connected, and remember the Global Youth Day hashtag. So be the sermon. Over to you, Greg and Sophia.
Welcome to